Warning, the following short video reveals a dangerous, almost hypnotic text messaging sequence, which has been proven by over 72,327 women just like you, to force your ex-boyfriend or ex-husband to beg to have you back, even if he won't speak to you now, even if you cheated, and even if he's already dating or has even married another woman. The effect of this specific sequence of psychologically magical texts is permanent and irreversible, and when properly followed will cause your ex to become romantically and sexually obsessed with you, most likely for the rest of his life. For the sake of the man you love, if you are not absolutely certain he is the one, please leave this page right now and do not watch this video under any circumstances. Please turn off any distractions. Presentation begins in 3, 2, 1. Stop texting me. I hate you. Suddenly I felt nauseous. Tears welled up in my eyes. My hands were shaking so much I almost dropped my phone. But I didn't drop it. I felt this pain and regret and hopelessness well up in my chest. I've been texting Eric, my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend, for weeks, begging for his forgiveness, begging him to talk to me, begging for another chance to fix things, begging for any kind of response at all, any indication that he still loved me, any indication that I mattered to him, begging for anything except the message he sent, the message saying he hated me. So I didn't drop my phone. I let out a sob of agony and threw it across the room. It bounced off the doorframe and crashed onto the hardwood floor. It landed face up. I still had my favorite picture from when things were so good as my wallpaper. Both of us were smiling and happy at his sister's wedding. But we didn't look happy now. The screen was shattered, and a spiderweb of glass scarred our faces and blocked out our smiles. And I watched as my broken phone flickered out and died right there on the floor. At the time, I thought my chances of Eric ever fighting to have me back died with it. But I couldn't have been more wrong. Hi, my name is Jennifer, and I'm not a relationship expert or an author or a psychiatrist or anything like that. I'm just a woman who had something amazing with my boyfriend Eric, who messed it up horribly, who almost lost the man I love forever, who got him back for good, even though I thought it was impossible. And if you just stick with me and watch this video all the way through, I'm going to show you how to get your ex back too, even if he says he hates you, even if you cheated, even if you pushed him away, even if you think you've tried everything to get him back like I did. And the crazy part is, you'll get him back just by following a few simple steps, and by sending a few seemingly innocent texts, created by a man I personally consider to be a certified relationship genius. Now, if you're thinking, I already texted him and it blew up in my face, I understand. I was there too. Now I wake up every day wrapped in Eric's strong arms, so grateful I didn't let my own anger and sadness keep me from learning what I'm going to teach you right here, right now. So take a deep breath and listen. Woman to woman, I promise you'll be happy that you did. After that horrible text from Eric, I'm sure you can imagine how awful it felt. I don't think I'd ever been really depressed before that moment. And somehow having my phone shattered and broken was a relief. It made it impossible for me to text him back, to lash out at him and say I hated him too, to tell him how furious I was that he gave up on us, to do anything I could to get the attention he refused to give me. That night I found myself at the computer with a half-empty bottle of wine on my desk and a devastating sadness at my heart. For 3 hours I just sat there staring at old pictures of us and reading old romantic emails he'd sent me and just cried and cried. I remembered when we met, how he was talking to a friend of mine when we locked eyes and he melted me with a smile. Our first kiss, the incredible chemistry, how he held me so close. Like he was afraid I'd get away and he'd do anything to make me his. I knew right then this was the man I had no choice but to take seriously. A man I knew I could fall in love with. I remember the hikes we took, the trips we went on together, the incredible connected sex we had, where I felt